When the first word, the first no, nine, came out of my mouth, everything just vanished. The whole feeling, the whole presence of another being or entity in my room just vanished. And it was fine. And this was incredible for me because I actually had a way now to fight things. And this is my tip. Try those three things. First of all, thinking about something else. That mostly helps a lot of people, but it costs you a lot of concentration and it mostly takes a lot of time. The next thing, if this is not going to help, then try to move or something. So the most ambitious thing you can do is trying to move. Trying to move can be really hard, but when you once done it, it will also vanish in a few seconds. If that's not helping, try to talk. Try to talk and try to remember your brain that this can't be real or that this what you see is not normal. At least it's not normal. But talking is normal, and this can pull you back to reasonable thoughts. So this thing, whatever's in your room, can vanish, and your body is getting your feeling back. Because it mostly feels like this thing is putting you down. This thing is holding you back from moving. Like those waves that are coming into your body of crippling and like electrocution, or you can't really say it on a point. You can't really say what the feeling is because it's you can't describe it because it's like nothing else. And yeah, then I thought, okay, I have the ultimate weapon. And yeah, to a point 2 or 3 months ago, it was the ultimate weapon. And I'm lucky to say that since 2 or 3 months, nothing happened anymore. I didn't have any sleep paralysis at all. And maybe it's over now. I don't know. Maybe it's coming back even worse. We will see what the future is bringing. But what was happening there was the most terrifying and the most scary thing I've ever encountered in my life. In this night, the thing did not just stood there where it ever stood. It was laying down in my bed. It was actually hugging me from behind. And I wasn't able to move at all and was just grabbing me from behind and hugging me really, really damn hard. And I wasn't able to breathe and I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be my death. And another thing was I feel the temperature of that thing and it was fucking hot. It was fucking damn hot. And sorry for the bad language, but it's just incredible. And then I was like, okay, what the hell should I do? What the hell should I do? Try to talk, no matter. Even if it's talking back to you, just try to talk. It helped you every time. And again, as soon as the first word left my mouth, it just vanished. This feeling, this crippling just was gone. And in the moment when this was gone, I realized I just hugged myself. I just grabbed myself so damn hard that I actually had some like blue some blue marks on my arms because I just hugged myself so shit hard that yeah, I actually hurt myself. And this was a point where I'd be like, okay, this sleep paralysis can hurt me in a way that I have never thought about. You actually hurt yourself. You're doing it to yourself without wanting it to happen. But it was not a bad thing, and since that, nothing happened anymore. Yeah, so to sum it up, to make a summary of what I just told you. When you have it, try first of all to think about something else. If something else, if that's not helping, try to move. If that's not helping, try to say something. And if that's not helping, the last thing you can do is just maybe letting it go over you. I don't know if there are any other techniques. Those are the 3 techniques that I just learned by trying it out and by thinking about what is actually happening to me. Now, a quick thought what sleep paralysis is from me. The one part of me thinks it's like just a psychological thing that you have it because of whatever, because your brain is not shutting down, like a failure in your system, you know what I mean. I was actually in the hospital to check my heart. That was another story. Um, but they also done a test with brain waves and all of that stuff, and they didn't see anything strange. So it's not a mental illness or something. I don't know how it is with mental illness if you see strange things going on then, but it was not. There was nothing to be found. And the other part of me thinks that this is something bigger we do not understand yet, because also in the nightmare they told about physics and all of that stuff a little bit, about some people, some profs, which are saying that it could be a connection to other worlds, to other dimensions, to other parallel universes, and all of that stuff. And I actually came up with that idea for myself. That was actually, I thought it was a dumb idea. I was like, maybe it has to do something like that with parallel universes. Like you make a decision and you can jump around, and sometimes when a failure happens in time, because time is something we don't understand, then you might have the sleep paralysis when an entity tries to get to you, the entity that is you in another world. You know what I mean? It can be really, it can be really difficult to follow now. I know, but yeah, this is what the other part thinks. The one is the more reasonable. The like your brain is not shutting down. You are going into a stress situation and you are thinking about creepy stuff because your body is stressed out. And the other thing, and the other part of my, and the other part of me thinks that it's something bigger we don't understand. So I need to end the video here. Memory card is already or nearly full. Yeah, thank you for listening. If you made it to this point, please leave a comment about what you think. I will react to that. I think I will do a next video on it. Yeah, see you.